A young adult is someone who lives their life between the ages of 18 to 29. I fall somewhere in between there, and maybe you do too. You might have just finished high school or college or your master's degree, or maybe you're even getting your doctorate or have gotten your doctorate. Maybe you're still trying to graduate. And maybe you never did. Maybe you just went right into the workforce and you're on your first job ever, or your second job, or your third job, or your fourth, or your fifth, or your 10th. You have just been working your whole life. Maybe this is the first time you've ever had to provide for yourself. Maybe you're providing for other people. If anything, you probably don't have the job that you want for the rest of your life. And if you do, congratulations, because you're one of the lucky few. You could be single, or dating, or married, or divorced. You could have kids. You could have a dog. You could just be single and loving it. You could be single and hating it. You could be in love for the first time, for the 10th time. You could be falling out of love. And maybe you've never been in love, and that's okay too. Hopefully you're surrounded by friends, by people who love you and people who care about you. But I would say, if there's anything people agree with about this young adult time, it's that there's a lot of loneliness, because this could be the first time in your life that you've really had to try and make friends for yourself, and they weren't just provided for you, and that can be really draining and really makes me self-conscious at times. It's a really intimidating task. So we at least all spend some time alone, or spend some time trying to avoid that time alone by filling our everyday life with people or hobbies or work or school or anything really. We fill our days with what distracts us the most: work, play, hobbies, dreams. Sam and I talk a lot about our dreams, and we talk about what dreams we have for the future, for academic goals or career goals or relationship goals. I know that I want to sing and I want to do something with my music. Sam also has some dreams for himself that have to do with his career and where he wants to be in 5, 10, 20 years. We both have some pretty big dreams, and to follow those dreams is really, really scary, because once you go for that dream, what happens if you fail? Then you have to go back to whatever you're doing before you followed your dream, and then you have nothing to dream about, if that makes sense. And then no matter how much I push myself towards this dream, there are just so many obstacles and roadblocks in the way. Like, there are literally just things standing in the way, like time. Why can't I be accomplishing my dream right now? Why won't people trust me with these responsibilities now? Why can't I be good at that right now? Why can't I have those skills now? Why can't I just be at that place I want to be right now? And these obstacles a lot of times don't have any answers. Sometimes the only answer is just time. Things take time. Sam told me once that he read in a book that this young adult life stage is really awkward. It is a time where we're constantly trying to strive towards our future goals. But that this time in our life is actually a really important time for personal and internal growth. It is a time to work on your character and develop the integrity that you will have for the rest of your life. And so while our minds are really focused on where do I want to be in the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years when it comes to my personal life and my academic life and my career, it can be incredibly frustrating because we're not gaining the results that we want, and we don't see the progress that we want right away, because it is a weird time where, although we are maybe not progressing when it comes to the right here, right now in this physical world, internally we are developing the character of the person that we're going to be forever. And you're growing in what really matters, in your character, your honesty, your self-worth, your work ethic, your determination, your loyalty, your sacrifice, your love. So yeah, being a young adult is weird.
I think this time of life, when you're young, it doesn't really matter what you do in terms of gaining success. The real important growth is personal integrity, because that, when you finally get the goals that you are seeking, then you'll be able to keep them and steward them well, so to speak.
Yeah.